Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Boy, they took a chance there. Could you imagine if they recovered that, how this crowd would have reacted? Just a missed opportunity and a good job here by the hands team to recover that ball.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT.
That makes the score Florida 7.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He makes the grab. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Kirk come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
He'll take a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
So second down after the incompletion. They'll try the right here.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense trying to move in the scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Off the play fake on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Incompletion sets up a second down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
When he finds a wide-open receiver, they forgot about him downfield.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
Now, the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. So early contact with the defense, it'll push the ball up 5 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On first and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Commodores will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th and attempt. They'll try it again here. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. And they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a 1st down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Oh, the onside kick is recovered, and the gamble pays off. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down here for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. Quarterback operating an empty set. The secondary backed up off the ball now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
They'll run it here. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Score time, 7-7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Fighting him off. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
With the carry, it's the rundown. Gain of 5. 2nd down.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll hand it off. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Gators are in the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for a red zone touchdown throw, but it's incomplete.
It moves to second down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Handoff to the single back. Got space, looking to score. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack makes it 3rd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Trying to extend the play. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on first down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice game. Second down after that previous play. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. He'll look to throw it here on second down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Made the defense look slow that time.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And the extra point was up and good. PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Now they get set to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaking free at the 35. The ball is loose. The ball carrier lands on it and gains enough for a first down.
When the ball's on the ground and somehow the running back recovers it himself, he's got to be relieved and elated at the same time. Tell you who else is elated, Chris. His offensive coordinator and the head coach over on the sideline.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're going to run it. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, enough for a first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. The attempt is no good. And this game remains tied in the second quarter.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Gators will kick this away to get the second half going. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. So don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First and 10 play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that short completion. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by the defense of sniffing out this screen. You can see the defensive linemen, the linebackers, everybody running to that running back. Because of that team pursuit, it's a big loss for the defense.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And there's the handoff.
Running back carry. Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
After missing the field goal on their last drive, they got to produce something here on 3rd down to even get into field goal range. Try and muscle for the first down. Oh, and he breaks free. He's got room to run now. Touchdown, Florida. All the way back to claim the lead. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And this time it's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
A completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
They'll run it to the left. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Commodores come up to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Commodores pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And the runner takes off to his right. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Commodores. No chance to catch it.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the point after is good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to throw again. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another 1st down. Quick throw caught on the left side. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to scramble. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. We go with a direct snap. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris. And at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. That puts them back on top.
Well, you talking about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He hands it off from the gun. Eludes a tackle. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Important second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The DB is backing off from the line now. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Touchdown, Gators. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? On 1st down, it's play action. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They're going to run it here. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And then 1st down, right back to the running game.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense adding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point, cover an onside kick. You never know.
The PAT doesn't do much good, so they'll set up for the 2-point conversion, trying to cut the lead to a field goal here in the late going. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Here comes a handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Oh, come on, ref. Give it to him. What a huge run. He takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And you could tell once he got through that second level of the defense, he was thinking, I'm taking this to the house. And he almost did, but brought down just short at the 1-yard line.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So a very short penalty moves the ball a little bit closer to the goal line. And the Gators line it up with 1st and goal. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Here's the 2nd down play. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.